I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today's matchup features two teams eager to come away with a late season win. It's the Steelers going up against the Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line, with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Ellington now to return it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Let's go!
Again, it's Miller pushing through the contact. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third down and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Here we go.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Running this with a wide receiver, Fuller. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the 20. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Defense showing blitz. They'll run it again with Miller. And he fakes his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Two seconds to go, first quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And to give this time to the tailback. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Beat these two. Easy.
Roethlisberger keeps it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now a handoff looking right. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, sometimes a tough game to figure out. One play he looks so good, and then the next play so bad, going backwards.
Yeah, in a span of 2 plays, you go from hero to GOAT, right, to use one of the cliches. But I think what often happens is you have a big run, and sometimes you try and do too much with your next one.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Instead of making him earn it on 4th, they jump and give him the first.
I love the way you just phrased that. Didn't really have to earn it, did they? Bad discipline on the defensive side of the ball.
1st down and goal to go from the 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And he's able to put it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. They find some open field here. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Ellington. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Houston. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. On 1st down, Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. One. Flex round.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go. 1-9.
Watson looks to throw again. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Bryant, the man in motion right. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Steps away to his left, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go. Grand 38.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. So they're operating in the red zone. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Here's Watson. And that's complete. It's Allington. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Going deep here for Bryant. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15 he goes. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he motions the wide receiver. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Roethlisberger out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Big Ben going to take it himself. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Oh, spinning away. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
3rd and 2, Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Partner, you know I'm always going to listen to you first, okay? But when I hear the PA guy say, tackle in the backfield by Clowney, my first thought is to go back to his days at South Carolina and that one particular hit in the bowl game against Michigan.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This one maybe not as big as that, but my mind goes there as well.
Yeah, but he's a talented individual because you can use him in so many different ways. Obviously, a defensive end. He can play stand-up outside linebacker and in nickel and sub situations. Rush him inside against offensive guards. He's usually too quick for him.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Play clock winding down. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
To throw on second is Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Watson on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he's brought down after a good gain. That good for 22 and a first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, Watson going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Flex round.
Now it's Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man on the out route. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Watson, and he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the first. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He's back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. We're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And the D looking like they may blitz. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Steelers, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.